لا حول ولا قوة. First question is coming from the Australian initials IR. Salam, in regards to trimming your beard to less than a fist, but keeping it abundant enough to be considered a beard. What have the scholars said about this? Leave the beard, let the beard grow. Next question is coming from Type. See if you have anything online from the channel.
In your opinion, given the opportunity to study medicine in the U.S. versus a Muslim country, should I study in a Muslim country to avoid things contrary to the Sharia that might arise in a Western medical school, or should I brace myself and try my best in the U.S. medical schools to do that which is right?
Type. Studying medicine in the America or Western country versus in a Muslim country, what should you do? It all depends on what you're trying to do, what you want to do with the medical degree. Of course, getting it, in theory, getting a degree in America is going to be better than in a Muslim country, which is, unfortunately, oftentimes a third world country. Okay, whatever, regardless of the term, third world. Also, many things that you're trying to avoid, which are haram, in America or the West, you may be forced to do them in the East. And many countries in the Muslim lands don't even care about many of those rules. Rather, in America or other Western countries, they may respect your religious choices more than in the lands of the Muslims. It's a sad reality. Many lands today, which were major centers for Islam, knowledge, springboards for great Islamic conquests. Nowadays, you go there selling, I don't want to shake this person's hand. Can I pray? Can I be allowed to wear this? Do I have to shave this? They may make fun of you and mock you and not even want to accept your application once they see how you're dressed. وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. It's unfortunate.
Initials AW from Ontario. Is there anything wrong with purchasing items online which have a 30-day money-back guarantee?
Purchasing an item online with a 30-day money-back guarantee. I don't know of anything that prohibits that. Wallahu alam.
Initials SC from Jamaica, Queens, New York. Is it permissible to recite Surah Mulk in our head at night as we read the surah, or must our lips and tongue be moving and verbally be saying the surah?
Surah Mulk. Reciting Surah Mulk at night, as the hadith says, it should be read, recited, not just with the tongue, or not just with the heart or the mind. Verbalize. Your tongue and your lips should be moving.
Initials from Ontario, Canada. If someone's parents tell them not to hide things from them, but the child still hides certain things because he feels like the parent will become upset, is that permissible?
If the parent says, don't hide from me, don't hide anything from me, and the child hides something, then of course he's disobeying the parents, unless it's something which is absolutely necessary to be hidden.
Initials IR My grandfather passed away and he couldn't make up fast from Ramadan for years. The number of days he missed, I know. Do they have to be made up and can we get multiple people to fast on the same day for it?
May Allah have mercy on the soul. I mean, if you want to be safe and fast for him, tayyib. If you want to feed on his behalf, one thing. There's a long discussion with regards to he who dies and missed days of Ramadan. Did they have the ability to do it or not? What's important is you want to take precaution. Man mata wa alayhi sawmun sama anhu waliyuhu. You fast for him, inshallah. Having multiple people fast for him on more than or the same day, maybe possible. Wallahu alam.
This is AW from Ontario, Canada. Is the income halal of a dentist who does regular checkups on non-mahrams?
Is the income lawful for a dentist who does regular checkups on non-mahram women? Dentistry in general is permissible. In general, and touching a woman that's not your wife or your daughter, or your mother, your aunt, etc., is impermissible for sure. It doesn't necessarily mean that dentistry itself is haram. The nature of the trade is lawful. Wallahu alam. Seek Allah's forgiveness and try to change your policy.
This is MB from Marietta, Georgia. What is the etiquette of leaving the congregation after Fard Salat? Because our Imam gives a bayan and the people raise their hands and make dua after the bayan.
Once you make the salam, you make the dhikr, as the Prophet ﷺ used to make. And then you supplicate. And you make the tasbih, the tahmeed, and the takbir, ayat kursi, whatever you wish to say from the sunnah. And then that's it. If you want to give a reminder to the people, you give the reminder. If you want to ask the believers to make dua for someone, if something comes up, that's one thing. As far as a systemized group dua, every time the same thing, raise your hands in a circle, no. That's not the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And if you keep doing it every single time, no doubt it's bid'ah. And all bid'ah is misguidance. And all misguidance is in the fire of hell. Last question, Idris.
So if it's not a systematic thing, or it's not like an everyday thing, it's just special circumstance, is it allowed to
Perhaps.
raise your hands together?
Perhaps something that comes up, mumkin. But the fact that a person is thinking about doing it if something pops up, that in itself is a type of, no doubt. Wallahu alam. The cup it has to be emptied for anything beneficial to be poured in it. And the best guidance is the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ. And we can't be more compassionate for the dead Muslims, sick Muslims, incarcerated Muslims, more than the Messenger of Allah ﷺ. He was more compassionate for his followers than we are. Okay? So to show our love and our compassion to them, we try our best to stick to his sunnah. However, if it happened, make dua for your brother and you raise your hands, he raised his hands and everyone said Ameen, that's one thing. Versus we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep practicing it. That's a problem. And Allah Azza wa Jalla surely knows the best. Tafadhal.